Why do wars happen? Is it because of aggressive leaders, weak institutions inside states, or because the international system itself pushes countries toward conflict? The levels of analysis framework exists to answer exactly this puzzle. Instead of offering one single cause, it breaks global politics into three layers: the individual level, the state level, and the international system level. Understanding these levels allows you to analyze the same event from different angles and avoid oversimplified explanations. The individual level focuses on leaders, decision-makers, and human psychology. Personal beliefs, perceptions, and miscalculations can shape major outcomes. For example, the Cuban Missile Crisis was heavily influenced by the personalities and judgment of John F. Kennedy and Nikita Khrushchev. Their decisions under pressure prevented nuclear escalation. Similarly, Vladimir Putin's worldview and perception of NATO expansion influence Russia's strategic posture. At this level, leadership style, cognitive biases, and risk tolerance matter. Sometimes global crises hinge on the judgment of a few individuals. The state level shifts attention to domestic politics and internal structures. Regime type, economic conditions, political institutions, and public opinion influence foreign policy behavior. Democratic peace theory, for instance, argues that democracies are less likely to fight one another. Economic instability can also drive external aggression, as leaders may attempt to redirect domestic dissatisfaction outward. Trade policy debates in the United States, Brexit in the United Kingdom, or internal political consolidation in China all shape how these states behave internationally. Domestic factors often determine whether cooperation or confrontation becomes likely. The international system level focuses on structure, particularly anarchy and the distribution of power. Here, the emphasis is not on leaders or domestic politics, but on systemic pressures. During the Cold War, bipolarity between the United States and the Soviet Union structured global alliances. Today, shifting power distribution between the US and China creates balancing behavior across the Indo-Pacific region. From this perspective, even if leaders change, systemic rivalry may persist because structural competition remains. Neorealism strongly emphasizes this level. These levels often interact. Take the Russia-Ukraine war. At the individual level, leadership decisions and perceptions play a role. At the state level, domestic political dynamics and national identity influence strategy. At the system level, NATO expansion and shifting power balances create structural tension. No single level alone explains the full picture. Effective analysis requires integrating all three. The levels of analysis framework prevents analytical tunnel vision. It reminds us that global politics is multi-layered. Whether analyzing climate negotiations, trade wars, or military alliances, you must ask, is this driven by leaders, domestic politics, or systemic structure? Often, the answer is all three. And now that you understand how to dissect global events through different analytical layers, the next step is to explore how states manage power collectively through mechanisms like the balance of power and collective security.